Okay, this video is entirely different from my other one, so if you see me wearing the same outfit, it's because I wanted to film in the same day, so, you know, I kind of had some time off and I was already ready. This video is going to be about college and why I did not enjoy it. I don't want to get any hate for this because I know a lot of people are like, you know, they tend to look down on college dropouts. I don't like that term at all. I don't like the term dropout. It makes you seem like you're a failure. And the truth is, a lot of people who drop out aren't failures. They just realize college wasn't for them, and I was one of those people. I'm gonna get into my story a little bit and tell you why I was not enjoying being at college. Senior year of high school, I was kind of, you know, I didn't really think about my future too much. I knew for sure that I wanted to do something with fitness. I've always loved fitness. I've always loved, you know, the idea of helping others change their life and their body, and I've loved seeing it in myself, and I've just wanted to help others do the same thing. One idea I had was opening my own gym. I didn't know if I wanted to be a fitness trainer. I just knew I wanted to do something with fitness. I was, you know, stuck between that and kind of a nutritionist. I just wanted to do something to help others change their life in a healthy, happy way. I didn't really know if I wanted to go to college. If I didn't know the right path for me. And because my school is so small, our counselors were able to help the seniors very closely with their college applications. I feel like a lot of the time I was pressured into going to college. You know, I was pressured into filling out college applications. I was pressured into, you know, finding colleges that were right for me, and I didn't know if that's what I wanted. I felt kind of pushed to do that. One major reason why I did end up going is because, you know, we were given scholarships as Gear Up students. I don't know if you know what that's about. Gear Up is like this program we had at my high school. I was in Gear Up from 7th grade all the way through high school, and they were giving, you know, CSU, Colorado State University students full ride scholarships if, you know, they were accepted into that school. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just sign up. I'll see if I get into the school, you know. If I get in, maybe I'll go and I see if I like college. You know, many people probably think I'm crazy. I had a full ride and I didn't stick with it. Hello? Downstairs? Anyways, yes, I had a full ride to CSU. I actually got into the school. I was looking through their majors and I was like, is this something that I really want? Is this something that, you know, sounds interesting to me? I knew that I wanted to do fitness, and, you know, there's not a lot of fitness majors in Colorado. I'm not sure why. The only thing that sounded remotely, you know, interesting to me was the health and exercise science major, and that's because, you know, the exercise part. You know, I thought it would be cool to learn about the muscles, learn about how they grow, learn about all that stuff. What I didn't really take into that was the science part. I've never really been a big fan of science or math. Those were always my two hardest subjects. I'm more of a writing, English, or history person. You know, those are my three favorites. I didn't really take that science part into consideration. I just, you know, read health and exercise, and I was like, yes, I'm all for it. I'm going to school for health and exercise. I'm going to be whatever I want in fitness. And that's not really how it worked for me. I was expecting, I know I shouldn't have, but I was expecting what you see in movies, you know, arriving, meeting your roommate, being best friends. My heart kind of broke when none of it happened. I actually enjoyed most of my classes and my professors. They were actually really cool, except for that science class, which is the class that, you know, was the most important class for my major. I did not pass that class. I failed it. And I had a roommate. Obviously, I had a roommate. Everyone's gonna have a roommate. And it's not necessarily that I didn't like her and that she didn't like me. I think that we were just so different from each other that it was kind of, you know, it was hard for me to... I wanted a best friend. That's what I'm trying to say, is I wanted a best friend in college. And the whole time I was kind of expecting it to be my roommate, and it just didn't work out that way. You know, we were complete opposites. In high school, I would have never hung out with her. She's just not, you know, someone I would have hung out with. Not any disrespect to her or you know, to be hateful. She's just not, you know, we don't match like that. So I didn't really talk the whole year, and it made me sad. Things just don't happen, and certain people just don't click like that. Another thing is, I'm not going to hate on anyone in my hall. I did meet so many cool people that I still talk to now, but I'm so introverted, and I'm learning. That's another reason why I made this YouTube channel, is to learn to not be so introverted, to learn to communicate and talk to people and make more friends. And I was very introverted, and you know, no matter how much I feel like I tried to come out of my shell, no one was really vibing with me like I hoped they would. And it sucked. It broke my heart seeing everyone being best friends, and I was just there like, hey, like, come invite me if you want. Like, I'll just be chilling in my room because that's what I do. And it really sucked. Like, it wasn't just the college classes that kind of led me to not want to be there anymore. It was just the whole environment. I know people should have said, like, just wait it out, you'll make more friends, but the whole time I was there, you know, I was very depressed. I was crying a lot. I just missed being in my hometown. I missed my friends from here. And I felt like the entire time, every single day I was there, I was wasting my time. I felt like I was learning things I'll never use. I was learning things that will never be used for my future career in fitness. If you guys want me to show you this book, I will show you this book right now. Actually, I don't have it. It was a rental book, but it's this book called Zoology, and it was about bugs and animals and their parts and their cells. And I was just like, I remember like sitting in class looking at what we were learning, and my brain was just like it was just like, girl, like the whole time I was like, girl, what are you doing here? Like, you do not belong in this class. This is not what you want to be doing with your life. And I was so angry with myself that I had chosen this path, and I know I shouldn't have been angry. Like, I took a full ride to, you know, to my fullest opportunity, and I told myself, hey, if you don't like it, like, oh well, like, you don't like it. There's so many other things you could do with your life. Don't be upset with yourself. And I finally learned that, you know, not everyone's going to enjoy college, and it's okay. Like, it's okay to stop and breathe and tell yourself, is this really what you want? So I left for winter break, and I sat down and I told myself, do you really want to go back to the school? Is this really what you want to do? Do you really see yourself having, you know, the best time of your life here and taking everything in and learning from it? And I was just like, no. Like my inner self was like, no, this is not where you belong. You belong at home, doing what you love on the internet with YouTube, teaching people what you love through YouTube, teaching people what you love through your own fitness program, through your own fitness website. You could do so much more with yourself that will make you so much happier than being in classes where nothing makes sense, than being around, you know, people who you're not familiar with, and being stuck in a room all day with someone you know nothing about. It just made more sense to me to come home. And since I've came home, I'm so much happier with myself and my well-being and what I'm doing with my life. And I feel like I finally have done something for myself and not let anyone impact my decision. When I went to college, it was partially because I wanted to give it a chance. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry for all the texts. It was partially because, you know, I wanted to give it a chance. I had a full ride. Why not go and see how it worked? But I also felt very pressured by my school teachers and counselors. In high school, when you're going through this, you know, change between high school and what you're doing after, it's very difficult to, you know right away what you want to do. You have your entire life to figure it out, so don't rush into anything. You know, I definitely recommend you take a year off. You kind of figure out what you want to do with your life. Trust me, a year will go by fast. It's already almost, you know, the summer. You know, August is going to be approaching again very soon. So don't think that a year is like too long, like you need to get into school right away. You do not need to. I know so many people from my class who have left college, who have switched colleges. Like, not everything's gonna work how you expect it, and it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I guess that's my little story about college. If you guys want any more advice about it or anything like that, you could leave questions down below. Please subscribe and like to my channel. That was ugly. Hello, my lovely friends. So I decided to do a voiceover this time so I can really explain, what I'm doing during my workouts, so I could explain how to do them properly. Right here, I am just doing about 10 minutes of really good in-depth stretching. I'm focused on my lower body because that is what I'm working out. So make sure you stretch really well before your workout. So, the first workout you guys are going to be doing is called a superset. A superset is when you do 2 workouts back to back without stopping. Once you finish that whole thing, that is one whole set. So, the first workout is a straight leg deadlift with a kettlebell. I am using 30 pounds. Make sure you find a perfect weight for you that makes you really feel that pull in your hamstrings. You should really feel it when you're pulling up, pull through your butt and your hamstrings. You are going to be doing 3 total sets of these supersets. So once you finish all of these together, you're going to do it 2 more times. Okay, so the second half of the superset is a kettlebell swing. All you're going to do is take the kettlebells between your legs and swing it upwards. Make sure it's right in front of you when you finish. You should really feel that burn in your thighs. You need to get as low as you can so you can really feel the burn. Okay, so in this next workout, you're going to be doing 3 sets of 10. In this first workout, my toes are simply pointed up. Make sure you're using a weight that you're really struggling with. With each set, you're going to lower the weight and your toes are going to be different. So make sure that your weight is really hard for you. Alright, in our next set, your toes are going to be pointed outwards. Make sure you lower your weight so you don't struggle as much, but still really push yourself. Alright, and you probably guessed it, our next set, your toes are going to be pointed inwards. I've also lowered the weight once again, so it's a little bit easier on me. Make sure you do the same and you're still really pushing yourself. Alright, so our third workout, I'm not exactly sure what you call these, so I'm just going to call them glute push downs, but I'm using the pull-up machine to do this, and all I do is I set kind of a heavy weight and I simply am pushing the little chair thing down with my leg. I'm making sure that I'm using somewhat of a heavy weight to really challenge myself. This entire workout is supposed to be really challenging, so make sure you're using heavy weight throughout your workout. Obviously, I'm going to be switching legs and I'm doing 3 sets of 15. Alright, and the final workout I'm doing here is simply some leg curls. Really easy, works your hamstrings and your booty. I really struggle with these for some reason. I don't know if it's this certain machine because I've used other ones and I've been able to use more weight, but obviously use what's comfortable for you. I believe I'm doing 3 sets of 10, and yeah,